Right, we're in the log cabin, doing a lawnmower at the moment. This is a Honda Izzy. It's been resprayed, getting it ready for sale. Let's show you what we're doing. Right, so he got this one from, where'd you get this one from?
Trading.
A trade-in. So he bought one, and he said to Gary that he'd like to do an exchange. He only wants to pay about £40, and would you take the part exchange, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So what he done, Gary asked him what lawnmower he's got. He said a Honda Izzy. They're very expensive mowers. So anyway, you've taken that in part exchange. You let him have that one. You've taken the Honda Izzy in part exchange, and he got his lawnmower for £40. But that lawnmower that he sold for £40, how much you buy it for in the first place? £15. So not only has he made on that, and what did you do to it? Did you give it a carburetor service, didn't you?
Yeah, new diaphragm and gasket and just an oil change.
He spent about £5 on it, that's all he spent. So let's say it weighed him in for 20 quid. He sold it for 40, and he's now got this Honda Izzy here. And what have you found? You've actually started stripping this down and found a problem with it, haven't you? The bloke said it weren't running properly, basically. So what have you found with it?
The float was stuck open in the carb.
So simple fix, you take the carb off. Any of these problems, when people say that their lawnmowers are running rough or whatever, 9 times out of 10, they've not started them over the winter period. They've left the fuel in them, and as a result of that, they're not in the best of conditions when they go to start them up. And they just expect them to start up and run. And sometimes they start, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes they run and hunt about a bit. But things like this is a typical example of someone pulling it, getting tired out, and then saying to themselves, I don't want to know anymore, I'm going to get another lawnmower. And that's exactly what they do. That's where you and I come in and say to ourselves, well, we know how to fix them, because it's going to be fuel related, and 9 times out of 10 oil related as well. And one of the other things you found was the oil was overfilled as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So typical problem, overfilled oil, sorted it out, and now we're going to put the deck out. But he's actually because with the Honda Izzy, you see, you know that we actually refurb the decks like you've seen me do with the red ones. With the red ones, I only do that to sort of show you what can be achieved with probably one of the roughest lawnmowers that I've got. But if we look at a Honda Izzy, let's show you this one. As you can see, he's given it a repaint, and it looks lovely. We've done the typical old thing of retain the original stickers on it, just to add a bit of authenticity with it. And as you can see by the wheels, it's got plenty of tread on the wheels. It's not done much work. And also, a lot of you have been asking about what sort of paint to use. As you know, we use a 2K car lacquer normally to give it the durability of a finish. But what I've recently come across is this stuff here, which is, I got it from eBay. It's called Churchill. It's a 1K clear lacquer, and you buy it by the litre like this. And all you do, you undo the cap, there's no mixing of this. You just tip it into your spray gun, do your spraying with it, like we've done over the colour, once we've painted the actual colour. And any left over, just pour it back into here. And that's it. No mixing, no thinners, no anything like that. Have a look at that if you're interested in creating a nice waterproof barrier and a petrol-proof barrier, because that's very important, because you don't want to spill petrol on your lawnmower and it all crinkle up. So apparently I was a bit unsure about this, but we've actually done a petrol test on it and it's been fine. So this is probably a good way to go if you don't want to mix with car type paints, which have got very sort of toxic fumes at the end of the day. You still want to wear a mask with it, but it's definitely not as toxic as the 2K car lacquer which you see. So that's a Churchill. I bought this, I've not even used it. This is the first time I've used it. As I say, we've done a test on it and it works well, so that could be a little bit benefit for you people who actually restore lawnmowers. Give it a go. Right, so again, the handle's been sprayed, and this paint, you can buy Honda Izzy paint, but we just picked this up from a car boot sale, and it says on there, look, £7.49. It's for a Vauxhall, what's it, Vauxhall Haze Blue or something. We didn't pay that for it. How much was it? Can you remember?
£1.10, wasn't it?
I think it was £1.10. We bought a whole load of them. They were all out of date, but that doesn't really matter. And that's where we get our paint from. And then obviously now we've got this lacquer, and it saves us mixing up 2K car paint. So that's just a little tip for you there. So yeah, it's just going to finish this engine off now. Honda engines, pretty easy to work on. I've done a video on these before. one of the main things about these is making sure that the carb's clean, make sure the air filter's clean, make sure that the oil is up to the correct level, and also make sure that the governor is set correctly. I've actually got a video on YouTube where the governor, how to set the governor on one of these things in my lawnmower playlist anyway. Right, I'm going to let Gary carry on now. I've actually got to go out with Sharon in a minute, so we might see this thing assembled later on. So me and Sharon are going out now, and we'll see you later on. We might have something to eat out as well. Right, okay then, he's done that lawnmower. Can we see some pictures of it, Gary? Let's see what it looks like. Hey, look at this, look. Yeah, slide it over. How about that little baby, eh? I said I'd show you when he's finished it, and this is only about 2 hours afterwards since he finished it. And as you can see there, well, look at that finish there we've got on that deck, look. Absolutely lovely. And that's that lacquer I was telling you about, that 1K Churchill lacquer, so well worth looking at. So there you go, I taught you all you know.
I'm teaching you.
You're teaching me?
I fixed yours yesterday.
Who's teaching you, Jimmy?
Not you two.
Yeah, look who we got here, look. Look who's peeping around the corner, look. Come out, mummy. What are you doing down here?
Hiding.
Yeah, but what are you actually come down to do? We've all come down, what are you doing here?
Cleaning the toilet.
Cleaning the toilet, you're an old scrubber, mummy, aren't you? Come and show us your office, come on. No! Go on. Look at my poor old Reliant, look. Hey? I know I'm going to come down tomorrow and do some work on it. I need to do some work on it. How's the compressor been, Jimmy?
Alright,
good as gold, eh? As you can see, look, there it is. You saw it in our last video. We've got the 16 amp supply now gone in, which is just what it needed. Yeah, this is a sign of a good workman, look. Always wets the floor down before he sprays, look. Always keeps the dust down that way. It's a perfect way to do the job. And as you can see, he's just doing the inside of this door here. This was all smashed in, and that's near enough prepared now. It's just got to have its top coat on, or base coat rather. And you hang the door afterwards, Jimmy, won't you?
Yeah.
There you go. Right, mummy. Where are you? What are you? You going to go and work in your office? Hey?
Watching me clean the toilet.
So we went out. We've been to Lincoln about. Well, we just come back from Lincoln, haven't we? What did we have? Carvery.
Toby.
2 meats. I had beef and gammon. What did you have?
Just beef.
Just the beef. And every vegetable under the sun.
But what did I buy? What did I get?
What do you mean? What did you get?
What did we go there for? To collect?
Oh yeah, she's got her new Kindle Fire. Now listen to this. I bought her a Kindle Fire. She can't get on with the iPad. I bought her a Kindle Fire 3 years ago.
Yeah, about that was it.
3 years ago. The Kindle Fire is still fine. How about this, right? Listen, the software is, you can't update it anymore. So, although it's a perfectly good like little mini iPad, it's a Kindle Fire, the colour one, you know.
Fantastic, they are.
Which she uses to watch telly and all that. Well, I'm looking on my computer in bed or whatever. She's going on the Netflix or whatever on that.
Or when you're watching something telly in the front room, I'll
Yeah,
do it now, don't
but
I?
it's a perfectly good unit, but you can't update them. And it's got to sit on the shelf now and just gather dust. So she's had to go out to buy a new one. So that's where we've just been to Lincoln to
But
go.
thanks to my Nectar points.
Oh, she collects the old Nectar points when we buy
Cost me
stuff.
£20.
It only cost her £20. What am I repeating you for, baby?
Because you're my parrot.
Yeah. So anyway, that's that. You happy with your new car, aren't you?
Very, very happy with that.
The Mondeo's gone now.
So much nicer to drive than a Ford, I'm afraid to say.
Well,
I do like Vauxhall cars.
the Mondeo done us well, Sharon.
I did have a nice Vauxhall Safira.
In the
That
little
was a lovely car.
time you had it. No, about 3
Can I
years.
interrupt you again? My favourite car was the MX-5.
I know, yeah, I got rid of that, didn't I?
Then it was the BMW.
Yeah.
Then it was my Volvo. Then it was the Safira. But this could take the Safira's place.
Yeah, she's had all these cars. Unbelievable.
These are the ones I like to
Oh,
drive.
look out, Jimmy, shut the door. Shut that door, Jimmy. I think he's telling us to get out of the way, Sharon.
Stickers yet?
Hey? Yeah, I know, we've still got to...
Finish on that. Look,
Yeah,
fantastic.
We've got to do... What we've got to do, Sharon?
You've got to put the stripes on it, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got the stripes.
It's been there that long waiting for you, look.
There's the old Z1 tank there and side panels. This is waiting for the graphics, as you probably know. I was going to do that this week, but again, we've been so busy. Got a bit of dust on it, that's not a problem. What a lovely finish that is though, look. But you're going to rub that down, Jimmy?
Yeah.
when we come to do it, see, before we actually apply the decals, he'll rub that down with about 1500 paper just to get that matte finish, like he's done on the back there. This can all be redone again, as I say. It's only dust on it, but as I say, that's the sort of metallic-y sort of finish that you've got there anyway. But that's, as I say, that's only had one coat, Jimmy. Yeah. That's only had one coat, so that's we put the one coat on to seal the base coat in, and then that means then we can then scuff that down with 1500 paper, and then lay the decals on the stripes, and then once that's set off, you have to leave the decals to set because they can lift if you lacquer over them straight away, and leave it for a couple of days, and then you'll go over with another couple of coats of lacquer and seal everything in basically. So that's going to happen maybe next week. I'm hoping to get down on the Reliant Regal tomorrow. Here, look, she's working.
I'm doing bookwork tomorrow, so you can come down here.
Hey?
I'm doing my bookwork tomorrow.
You're in the office, baby.
One of them.
You work well in here, don't you?
One of my many offices.
Unbelievable.
I've got my office at home.
You got lovely little rooms, haven't you, baby?
Because I'm a little person. I feel big.
Yeah, so as I say, I'll be back on this tomorrow, hopefully. I may film, I don't know. What I want to actually do, I want to get all the outside of the bodywork actually rubbed down to the gel coat, so to speak, because then I want to flip it over because we've got some repair work to do underneath. And so if I can get most of that done today, I don't know whether tomorrow rather, whether or not I can or what, I don't know. I may bring you along and put you on time lapse just to watch that. It's a bit boring to watch that, I know, but I'll put a bit of music with it, and then we'll flip it over hopefully next week, and then we can start the repair work to the fiberglass anyway. So that's that. What's happening here?
Just sorting him out another job.
Another job? Where's that coming from, Jimmy?
Well, ask him, he's sorting it out.
Who's it for?
A friend.
A friend of who?
A friend of mine.
Does that mean discounts?
You ain't got no friends.
Does it mean discounts, Jimmy?
Of course it don't, business is business.
Business is business. In business, Jimmy, no one's your friend. Yeah? Remember that. Apart from your family.
That's why you're getting storage charges.
He thinks he wants to pay housekeeping.
Can you have a word with your little boy?
Housekeeping, son. Yeah?
Housekeeping. Look, she's having a go at him now. Look.
Yeah. Yeah.
Michelle.
You ain't paid housekeeping longer than what you've had this unit.
What about all the work I do down here for him, baby?
Yeah, who built that unit?
Who come down there when you needed help the other day? Who, hey? Who come down here the other day when you were saying, oh, they seen it on video when my compressor's tripping out. Yeah, who come down?
Yeah, because it's ruining my paint jobs.
Hey?
Because it was ruining my paint jobs.
That's not my fault though, is it? We'll be going home shortly, Shab, won't we?
I'm ready when you are.
What's that, baby?
I'm ready when you are.
Oh, good. Yeah,
What? What's he on about now?
He said you only do half a job.
What else does he want me to do?
He said sweep the floor, baby. That's not going to happen, is it?
Not in here.
No, outside.
He can get stuffed. He's got his brother sitting here doing nothing. How long have you been sat there doing nothing? You're going to sweat.
You only just got here.
I've been there half hour.
And that is Lekla water-based paint, isn't it?
Yeah.
Goes straight into the gun. It's 20% thinned, is it?
Yeah.
And there you go. But as you can see, like over the little bit of time he's been working, you do pick up and hold on to little bits of paint which have been ordered for special cars, and that's how you start to develop your stock over a period of time, sort of thing, you know. So, you know, these have all got paint in them, and they're all for certain jobs, basically. So, you know, this is what happens when you have to deal with loads of other cars, and he has a company who supplies it and actually deliver the paint for him. So he hasn't got to go and get it. He used, you know, before, like if you were like me, when I used to order my paint for my cars, which I was doing out the front, I used to have to go and get it. But as I say, he has them come every week, Jimmy, innit? They come down.
Delivery next day or same day.
Oh, next day or even same day delivery, which you need. Either that, or you have your own paint mixing station, which literally, for someone just starting off, is a bit sort of too much money to have a whole rack of paints and the mixing machines and all that. So ideal next day delivery. There's a few more people in the area who have that delivery from Lincoln, that is, and yeah, it works well. So it's all about getting your supply when you need it. As I say, all he's got to do is provide the paint code, give him a phone call, and they'll either bring it down the same day or the next day. Right, he's dressing up now. Always wears a body stocking. Hey?
It's not the weekend yet.
And as I say, just getting ready to spray this over there, or put a new filter in over there. That's ready to go in, another filter. Start the fans up and then he'll spray and everyone's going to be happy. We're going to be out of here by then anyway, so right, we'll leave Jimmy there to finish that door off, and we're going to be back down the booth tomorrow, as you know, because I'm going to be starting work on the Reliant Regal. Got to get down early tomorrow because Jimmy wants to put that door on, which is sitting over there, so he's going to need hand lifting that on. So from us lot here, Sharon, from us lot here, we'd just like to say thanks for coming down and watching our little vlog, and we'll see you again in our next video. And until then,
Bye bye.
bye for now.